I think I was about 5. It was Mother's Day, and me and my younger sister, we went around the neighborhood and picked everybody's flowers, which was pretty horrible. But we picked everyone's flowers and wrote "Mom" with the flowers on her doorstep. I was born when my mom was 18, and we lived in a blue van because she was homeless. Her last job was when she was pregnant with me, and I'm the eldest of 7. I never really saw my biological father much because they divorced when I was 2 years old. When I was 5 years old, I remember him calling, and he said he loves us and to remember that he's our father and no one else is ever going to be able to take his place. And that was the last time I heard from him. The fact that he died, and it was due to a drug overdose, it kind of left me a little bare. Growing up, I had to take care of my mom, who had a lot of emotional difficulties. I would clean the house and watch the children. So I became a parent at a really young age.
Her mom loves her very much, but her mom has lots of kids. Shanti's the oldest. She was always a caretaker of the other kids. And there's been different men in and out of her mom's life who haven't really been the greatest.
When I was about 8 years old, my younger sister's father sexually abused me. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to tell myself that it wasn't because of me.
When Shanti was in middle school, things did come to a head for her.
It was really, really difficult for me. I hadn't left home yet. My mom kind of hit her very low point. She was very offended if I ever brought up her alcoholism or her parenting. We lived off of food stamps, so I would try and get money to buy them food or make dinners. My freshman year of high school, I kind of just snapped, and I had these traumatic anxiety attacks, and I couldn't eat, I couldn't take showers, I couldn't get out of bed.
I met Shanti when she was a freshman. She was pretty much on her own since she was in middle school, and so I started to just look out for her more. Plus, she was just always such a good student.
I was really lucky to have started high school at North Eugene. It's full of all these amazing guidance counselors and teachers that have so much willingness to support their students, and I needed that. I found classes that I love and got more into writing, and I started sign language class. Signing for me is actually really powerful because I'm really in my head all the time, and so to be able to use motion and use your body to explain things is really important.
Shanti understands that her academics are important, but she has to find an apartment and she has to pay for her own food, and so she has gone out and used the community where she lives to help her do that.
I realized that letting people know that you need help is very important. So the resource center with food and clothing and school supplies, and my counselors with finding me scholarships and places to work.
Shanti teaches swimming at this community pool for people with disabilities. It speaks to her heart and it speaks to her compassion toward mankind.
Working at Tamarack Pool was really amazing for me because I get so much positive feedback from the kids that I teach and from their parents and the people that I work with, and it provided an income for me to get housing.
If you look at students who have had absent parents or drug addiction or alcoholism, abuse, you just see a lot of anger and you see a lot of mistrust. But Shanti is thankful for what she's had.
She has figured out, how to turn what people could see as a bunch of negatives into positives.
To all the people that have helped me throughout my life, the most deepest, honest, truest, rawest, thank you. They've taught me what it means to help other people, and I want to follow in those footsteps, and I think it's just kind of this ripple of good karma.